Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collinsville, white and purple, yeah, we are the Kahoks. I said the Kahoks, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm Mascoutah, Indian again. I'm telling them that Collinsville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that, of course. Look at what up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville, and yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 and 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the boys,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon, everyone, as we welcome you to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville as we get you set for the beginning of softball season. That was actually supposed to start yesterday, but Mother Nature had other ideas, and here we are today at the Collinsville Sports Complex for the home and season opener for your Collinsville Lady Kahok softball team. A very good afternoon once again. I'm Todd Duke. Chris Kettler is along as well as we welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials. Right now they have a collection of spring flowers for sale at Cullip Jennings Florist, all in a stylish vase and all from $25 to $35 depending on your arrangement of flowers. If you would like more information, you can give Cullip Jennings Florist a call at 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Please bear with us, folks. It looks like we're going to have some technical difficulties. Don't know if that has anything to do with the 50-mile-an-hour winds that are gusting around all over the place, but our Wi-Fi signal is waving in and out, and I don't understand why, because I've got all full bars on here, and I've never had a problem really with my hotspot from the softball complex, but bear with us, and we'll try to get through it the best that we can. Collinsville coming into this contest with their third-year head coach, Brett Swip. 37-36 is Collinsville under the tutelage Brett Swip. 14-22 his first year, 23-14 last year. A big turnaround in one season for the Collinsville softball program. For Mascoutah, they are coached by Frank Evans. I have no idea how long he's been doing that job because IHSA only has 7 seasons listed as far as Mascoutah softball is concerned. I think they had 77, 78, and 79 and 80. Then I think they had 3 years in the 90s and a couple of years from the 2000s. But other than that, there's not a lot of information on the IHSA's website about Mascoutah. They did beat Altoff on Tuesday, so they already have one game under their belts. They won 15-6 on Tuesday at Altoff. As we bring in Chris Kettler now. Chris, I'm kind of anxious, I don't know about you, to see what the third year under Coach Brett Swip looks like. Usually that's the year that changes are very evident on a team when a coach takes over, but man, hard to beat that last year record, huh?
Yeah, it was a great season last year. They got in the regional championship game. You look for bigger, better results here this year. You're not sure what you're going to get into this opening game. Weather's been iffy from time to time, and the winds are crazy out there today, but it'll be a building process as we go along throughout this season.
Yeah, wind is blowing hard from left to right, sustained at about 25, 30 miles per hour. We've been getting gusts around the St. Louis area today at about 50 miles an hour, so hold on to your hats and everything else, folks. I had a little chance to catch up and talk to Collinsville's head coach, Brett Swip. We'll pass that conversation along to you next as the Cullup Jennings Florist pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullup Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullup Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullup Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullup Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullup Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullup Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We are at the Collinsville Sports Complex. We're going to get you ready for some high school softball, Kahok style, as your Kahawks open up their season at home against Mascoutah. Joining us now on the pregame show is Collinsville head coach Brett Swip. First of all, before we get to game time stuff, man, wet winter, wet last couple of days. Kudos to whoever you guys are using for your field crew to get this field ready to go for this game.
Yeah, we're really blessed and lucky. I mean, we this past couple of years, the city of Collinsville has taken over the Collinsville Sports Complex, and they put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this field. And today was no different. Games just haven't been happening around the Midwest this week, and so just to get this in, we got a big doubleheader on Saturday with Normal, Illinois coming down. So it's they understand that it's important to get every game in that you can. And, it's a great opportunity for Mascoutah. They haven't been able to get a ton of games in either. So we're very thankful. Jared, he's the head of the field crew, and he just works really great to make sure that these girls get an opportunity to play.
All right, let's get to on the field stuff. A little bit of different look for your team this year. First of all, no Maddie Louts and no Hannah Scrum.
Yeah, a couple good athletes at Collinsville. Hannah's, really pursuing hard her dreams of college softball. College volleyball. So she's playing a very heavy national exposure type of schedule, and she's a wonderful athlete. She's a wonderful leader. So that's a family that is Kahok softball through and through. So we definitely are excited for the opportunities that she's going to have to continue on into college and play the game that she loves. Even more so than softball. So, that's leadership-wise, that's one that we have some shoes that we got to fill. And then Maddie, anytime an all-conference player and one of the better players in the region, just decides that softball isn't a sport or isn't a game that she wants to play anymore, it kind of hurts your heart. I've shared with her and her family that I absolutely loved coaching her, and I know she made the decision in the fall that she wasn't going to continue in playing this sport. It was a family conversation I know they had, and I loved it. Maddie, I'll always remember, one of the last end of the year experiences we had. We're riding the bus, and Maddie, we just lost our regional game against Bevel East, but we had a great run at the end. And Maddie and I looked at each other, and I remember Maddie saying, this was one of the most fun seasons I've ever had playing the game. And so we'll always have that experience together. I loved coaching her. Definitely, it's not easy when you lose a talent like that, but we've been filling up the cupboard, so we'll put some good athletes out there today.
All right, this is your third year. Typically, this is the year when a program really makes a change, third year of a new head coach, and start heading in the right direction. But I would like to say you guys got there last year, man, 23-14. That's a pretty good foundation to build off of coming into your third year.
Yeah, I remember sharing with Dr. Green that, I thought it was going to take us 3 to 4 years to really get the change and implement the culture. And we still have some work. We're really trying to engage in the middle school and trying to grow softball down at the youth level. We did a free clinic actually for our community last week, so we're trying to grow that. We still have some work there, but competition-wise, we competed probably a little bit greater than we thought last year, which was awesome. And I think that's going to continue into this year. We'll compete again. A change this year is we tried to beef up the schedule, so we brought some other regional powerhouses in on the schedule that Collinsville hasn't played in a bunch of years. Normal, Illinois is a great example. They're in the sectionals and the state tournament every year. We're looking to beef up the schedule so we can make a deeper run into playoffs. It's not really about the number of wins we get, but we want to get some hardware at the end of the year.
Tell us a little bit about the makeup of your team. We touched on Maddie not being here, so let's start with a little bit of pitching. Who are you leaning on this year?
Yeah, towards the end of the year last year, we were getting a lot of innings out of a freshman, Kendra Butcher, and she's a sophomore this year, and she's just had a really good offseason. She's gotten stronger, and she plays a very strong schedule with her club team, so she'll be one of the leaders we lean on. There's other sophomores, Kaylee Reynolds. She was pretty much the #1 at JV last year. She'll get some great innings. We have a senior, Gabby Nieberge, who pitched some innings as well, so she'll get some time on the mound. And then we have a lot of freshmen, a lot of freshmen, Maya Clark and Maddie Harris and Alex Jakic. So we have girls that can throw. KB's got, Kendra's got some good experience. She started both of the games in the regional last year, so she's ready to go, and she'll start on the mound today.
Offensively, well, we talked about Maddie, we talked about Hannah. Those are a couple of good bats that you got to replace as well.
Yeah, we feel really good about our offense. Our offense is going to be deep. We're going to put out a very heavy left-handed lineup. Lots of short gamers or slappers, lots of power hitters. We have all conference players coming back, and RJ Simpson and Heather Martinez and Sam Breakbill and Belle Marsala. So we got some boppers. So I think we're going to put up some runs this year.
Defensively, that's how you win championships, or so I've heard anyway.
Yeah, we defensively probably the biggest change is we have some competition going on in the outfield, and then also we got some competition going on on the left side of the infield, the middle of the infield. So I still think our defense is developing. I don't know, we're going to put out there some good returners from last year, but I think we got some young players that are going to challenge them. So we need to pick up the defense a little bit this year, and that's been a point of emphasis during the spring.
You have Mascoutah right out the gates here on your first game after the rain out against DuPont yesterday. Last year, you guys felt pretty good after that win against DuPont, and then Mascoutah came in and kind of put you in your place.
Yeah, Mascoutah's a strong softball program, and they've had Collinsville's number, so we're definitely hoping to change that a little bit. We haven't been able to get to them my first 2 years here, and that kind of went back into the past few years before that. So we need to. It's going to be a good competition. We come out of the gate strong between them and Normal on Saturday. So we're going to have to bring it.
What are you looking for out of this first game today?
Just energy is probably going to be our focus. When you're cooped up inside, you try to make it as game-like as you can. You do live situations. You hit against your own pitchers. You do things to try to make it game-like. That's not reality. All we can really control today is energy. Just making sure that we come out of the gate hot, and we're going to get tired. Playing 7 innings is going to be new for us. So we need to maintain that energy for the whole game and just start getting our legs under us.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Todd, we appreciate it when you're always here, so thank you.
That is head coach Brett Swipp of your Collinsville Kahok softball team. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll set the starting 9 on each side for you, and we'll do that after this break on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety.
1-8-973-5